This meeting is being recorded.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
Hey, Alex. Good afternoon.
Hey William. Welcome.
Hey, brother. You saw my review?
Sorry?
Did you see the review on
On
Trustpilot?
Trustpilot?
Yeah,
No, I don't see yours. I will check it. You made me curious now.
yeah, you'll get a kick out of it.
Lovely. iPhone Pro Ricardo. I will tell you, Ricardo. Latency and natural flow of conversation. Yes, we have something that's going to improve the latency, as you see here in the title. But yeah, would love to hear a couple of reasons why not willing to change, even though you think our voice is a bit worse now. But we can talk after this.
Nobody gonna change because we like you, Alex.
Thank you, Keith. Hopefully, we will not disappoint. All right, so we're going to wait a couple of 2, maybe 3 more minutes, and then we're going to kick it off.
I'm gonna say it's Marriott. I'm gonna just start taking polls. Which hotel Ryan's at today?
It's a good guess. I'm actually in Vegas at this one here, the Wynn.
We're gonna do pools now every
That's
day.
right.
Find Ryan.
That's it. Tried to escape child services. I'm not exactly parent of the year right now, so I brought my kids to Vegas on this trip. So,
There we go. That'll show them you're a great parent. Bring it to Vegas. What?
they're like, we're going through immigration because we up in Canada, and they're like, "Where are you guys going?" And my oldest boy's like, "We're going to double our money." I'm like, "Oh, this is not going well."
They come back with a tattoo. You know, you had
right.
one job, Dad. One.
That's it. Failure on all levels. That's all right. Yeah. All right.
Welcome, Ryan.
Thank
Nice
you.
to hear. Your kids are happy.
Yeah. Well, I figured, hey, I'm working down here. They might as well come along. So
That's great. All right, let's not linger anymore, and we can kick it off. I'm going to mute everyone for the start, Now I'm going to quickly introduce myself for those who don't know who I am. I'm Alex, founding product manager here at Synthflow. And alongside me here, I have Lev, who is the chief engineer, and we also have Roland, who's part of the QA team. If bugs appear, blame them, hopefully, not me. But that's good. No, we can complain. So today we didn't do a webinar for some time, but right now we have some big updates that are still waiting to be released, and some new updates that already have been released. Let's kick it off. First, if you have questions, we have a Q&A section at the end. If you have questions down the presentation, please write in the chat, and we can take it to them after I finish this presentation. So let's start with the agenda. Voice improvements, a new native integration, agency partner program, and then we're going to go into the roadmap and the interactive Q&A session. Let's start with what's the most important, voice improvement. So the team is working on a new infrastructure for a couple of weeks right now. A new infrastructure which will bring background noise, control of the voice speed, lower latency, and actually a few more benefits of the new orchestration. But those would be kept secret for now because we want to wow you when we're going to release. So yeah, this is about the news here. It should happen in 1-2 weeks. Maximum, let's say 3 weeks, but this is going to happen soon. And once we have these more big important features that we're waiting for, are going to be released as well. A quick example is going to be like leave a voice mail. That's one, and more on that line. As a demo, because we don't have this already in our app, I have it in. We have it on the back end. I can only do a recording for you. So I'm going to play the recording. It's going to be a short recording, but I just want you to see a bit how we played with the background noise, also with the voice speed. You'll see that it's a bit slower due to the control of the voice speed. So let me know in the chat maybe if you can hear it. I think I shared with a voice, but not sure. So let's go.
From Majestic Estates. I've seen you complete our form on the website about selling. Do you have a couple of minutes to finish the request? Great. Thanks for taking the time. So tell me a bit about your property. Is it a house or an apartment?
It's a house. Yeah, beautiful house.
Oh, wow. A beautiful house sounds intriguing. Can you tell me more about it? Like, how many bedrooms and bathrooms does it have?
It has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it's a really cozy place.
Gotcha. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms make for a cozy home indeed. Now, where is this lovely house located? I mean, like city?
Berlin.
Berlin. That's a fantastic location with lots of appeal. Have you made any recent upgrades or...
Yes, so this is just a draft of it. I hope I didn't stay silent for nothing. I hope you heard it. But yeah, you've seen here the background noise. We'll got a couple of background noise that you'll be able to decrease and increase the latency, the intensity volume of it. Here you can sense a bit that it was high and so on, but you'll be able to tweak that, the speed of the voice as well, and the other things down the way as well. Yeah, I hope this is a good preview of what we're preparing. We're really excited about this. Yeah, one more thing, FYI, because we're going to update right now everyone, and it's going to also improve a bit the latency. We're going to default as the best LLM model to use within our app, GPT-4o. It works the best due to our benchmarks and other benchmarks right now, and we decided to move to GPT-4o. So you'll be able to see a bit more a small increment of the speed, but also on the quality when doing real-time booking and other shenanigans around function calling. So this was the first topic. Let's move to the next topic, which is the new native integration. We have only one right now, but we are actually planning to go more with those. This really took a bit for us to implement due to all the hiccups down the way, but I think we are really happy with it, and we made a really nice integration that would hopefully work amazing for you. So it's HubSpot. We have HubSpot right now. Directly within their marketplace, you can integrate with HubSpot from our app. You sync your account with HubSpot, and the beauty of it is that for most of you that are using either Go High Level, Zapier, Make, or even REST APIs to trigger calls, for example, you know that you need to have like two workflows: one to trigger the call, one to capture the data. That's no need anymore with HubSpot. At least you're going to be able to only trigger the call, and we're going to automatically update the lead in the HubSpot CRM. And once you connect with HubSpot, you're going to also have access to multiple data points within the HubSpot, meaning workflows, contacts, obviously the contact info, and the products. So because you open this integration with HubSpot, besides triggering calls and stuff like that and updating the leads automatically, you'll be able to make use of custom actions. We are going to have some templates already, but you're going to make use of custom actions like retrieving contact information during the call, in the middle of the call, fetching for products that you have stored in the CRM, and things like that. And yeah, this is the very first start. Here, we're going to add more templates and custom actions as well, alongside guides and how-to videos, how to use them. We only had Go High Level so far, but we're going to release with this integration two more for HubSpot, get product from HubSpot, and the same one that we have on Go High Level to fetch products from not products, contact info, sorry. And down the way, as I was repeating myself now, we have more integrations cooking. Jobber, Salesforce, Zoho, ClickFunnels, and many more. We're taking one step at a time. But the beauty of this is that we're actually teaching ourselves to really release those faster. And this is going to be accelerated in a couple of weeks. But okay, too much talking, and let me actually show you a bit of this, because this is going to be live either today or tomorrow. Worst case scenario is going to be happening Monday. The reason why we do this is because I really fell in love a bit, let's say, by need with QA. So we don't want to release any other issues in the front end, in the app. So how you make use of HubSpot? First, you need an account. Then the very first thing that you'll need to do is to go under integrations and establish a connection with HubSpot. You'll see it here. I'm already synced. You'll have here a connect button similar to, let me see if I have Go High Level here. Yeah, you'll have a connect button here. You'll click, you'll choose which HubSpot account you need, and you're going to use that. So then what you're going to need to do as well, you're going to need to install the app in the HubSpot market. Just look for Synthflow. We're already there. So you can start installing the app, leaving a review if you like it, and yeah, start using it. Now let me show you a quick way of triggering a phone call. So here is a simple automations that I triggered. I triggered a workflow from scratch. If you're familiar with HubSpot, you know how to do this. Here's the trigger that happens. You can choose. I left it blank for now. Then you're going, after you install the app, you're going to see the integrated apps here. You're going to see the Synthflow AI phone calling. Make an AI phone call. You'll be able to use this, and you will have it here. How to set it up? Once you add it here, you'll have to do a couple of steps. So traditional, you need the model ID and the Synthflow API key. I guess you know where to take them, but just let me show you for the new ones here. You can take it here from the header after you complete the setup of the system. So the model ID, API key, I think they're also here, no, not anymore. Or the API key can take it from the integration tab. But you copy those, you put them here. You then need to map out the fields, the mandatory fields for the phone number, which is going to be the contact phone number, contact name, contact record ID. As those who are familiar with HubSpot, contact record ID is mandatory for them to trigger different API calls. Then we have the custom variables. The way you add custom variables is a bit different in HubSpot. So you need to keep the variables similar how we have it in Synthflow. You can see here on the right side or here on the bottom. You copy that, 2 dots, and you choose which variable do you want to add. Then we have the prompt section, which is only recommended if you want to write the prompt directly here, because it will override the prompt in Synthflow. So if you want to just use it here and maybe do things like call name, and you add the variables direct here and stuff like that, you just instruct the agent here, and you don't need to pass the variables if you do that. That's a trick if you want to keep it clean here. Then if you're doing appointment booking with call.com, for now you need to pass the email and the time zone. So all of those are going to be needed to be added here. Ignore changes. So here is how you trigger the phone call. Let me actually do a demo on how this works, but let me show you another thing. You'll be able to send the data into a webhook. So what I've done, I went to webhook.site and created a webhook that I did attach it here, and it's a method, it's a post. I did attach it here. I add all the things that I want to send the webhook. You can use this if you want to move the data somewhere else, or you need another app. I don't know, maybe you want to link it with Zapier to push it somewhere else or stuff like that. I define the body here manually and used the outputs of the call. So this would be sent here. You can see here I've done a couple of tests before, and I sent the data that I wanted. So you can send it everywhere you want. But let me actually show how the app works. So let me enroll myself. Okay, so I'm getting a call. Let's answer for a second.
Hi, this is Albert from Global Talent. Is this Alex I'm speaking to?
Yes.
Great, thanks for confirming. I'm reaching out about a full-time position as a software engineer in Berlin. May I proceed with a few quick questions to better understand your fit for this role?
Call me later. Thank you. All right, so that was it. Now, let me just refresh a bit here. We automatically update the lead that's existing in HubSpot by adding the recent activity. The transcript will also going to update the call type, the call directions are inbound and outbound is going to be added, but also the outcome is going to become in V3, where you can define the outcomes inside our platform, and then it will be pushed here. So you can see we send the transcript, but here it says recording, but we're sending also the recording as well. The only thing is that it's a bit hidden right now. You just need to click on it and it will appear. So we're going to have here the recording once it's fetched, and you can play directly the recording here.
Hi, this is Albert from Global Talent. Is this Alex I'm speaking to?
Yes. So you can see there's no more need for two workflows, catching the webhook and getting errors when you're catching the webhook and stuff like that. You have everything synced with HubSpot, and you're going to hopefully make it easier for you to trigger calls. I think I covered everything on HubSpot right now. I think there are a few things missing, but we're already working on V3, which will allow you to define outcomes, the call direction. It will be included in this one, and a few small updates as well. I think we're going to add a card here. Yeah, that's true. Maybe where you're going to have voice calls, and you're going to be able to see all the activity here as well. Yes, let me go back here. So this is HubSpot. In a similar way, we're going to add new integration. Other integrations might also include a native calendar functionality. We didn't do it with HubSpot yet because they're waiting for the API to be released. It's on the roadmap. We discussed with them, and then we're going to be able to do real-time booking with the native HubSpot calendar as well. But until then, we didn't include it. Let's move on. Yeah, this is actually something we already have. I should put here V2, but agency partners program. We had this program where we wanted to collaborate with multiple agencies that would help new users to either set up, build some custom actions, API integrations, and all of that stuff. We did kind of had a beta program, which is quite poorly implemented, but we see that there are a lot of requests from new users that need more advanced features, more advanced handholding, and they're willing to reach out to some agency partners from our network, and they always ask us for, hey, can I do you know somebody that can help me with this, willing to pay and stuff like that. So we discussed that we need to give this program a better chance and improve it. So it's like a call to action. Come build it together, because you're going to build together with us. We want to introduce some tiers into how this program will be implemented. So there are 4 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. We already have a couple of agencies, and everything will come into a new landing page and a new workflow. How it will work is 2 ways. You as an agency, you'll have to apply to become an agency. I think I wrote here in the next slide how it works. So you apply, you're going to have a meeting with our team, with somebody, most likely me, and we're going to vet you a bit. We need to understand a bit that you have experience building with different tools and building, importantly, with a Synthflow. After that, we list you, and next, when one of our customers requires help from an agency, they will need to complete a form that will be embedded somewhere inside our app, and they can request help and give some details, exactly what tools. For example, I need to support with HubSpot. They will implement that, and then after they apply, we will going to automatically select a few agencies. The way of the agency we're going to be selected is based on criteria on the tools that each agency is using. So we're going to try to pair them correctly, and of course, higher the tier, higher priority. So we're going to send the lead in bulk to multiple agents. Hence, here the first tier benefit on the bronze, that's actually for all. You'll get more qualified leads that will bring you business, because they need implementation. Maybe they want a more long-term relationship with you. There are other things that you can support them down the way, because as we've seen, our customers never want only one thing. They want more. They are setting and optimizing, streamlining their business. Let me quickly get back to the tier benefits so I can cover this. Bronze, then silver, same thing as bronze, but you have the opportunity to work with us into some marketing activities. We're going to promote you, maybe doing a few other things together. Gold, we're going to do dedicated webinars with gold agencies, and we're also going to give them access to create and resell their own templates. Yes, here's a bit spoiler for the next time, but we're going to have a marketplace that you'll be able to create templates as agents, actions, and a few things there. And we'll start rolling that to gold members. Then we're going to have the diamond, whoever wants to be a diamond, but you will get priority support for all your projects. And you're going to be part of those strategic meetings with the Synthflow founding team on a weekly basis, where you're going to complain and decide the future of Synthflow as well. And yeah, this is going to be implemented, released, next week or the week following that. Let's move on. Yeah, those are the big news here. I'm going to cover a couple of more here in the roadmap. They weren't worth sharing, but I actually can share you something already. If you're familiar with this screen, you're going to observe something here, a new tab. Besides the admin, no, you're not going to have that access, but you're going to observe the actions. What we've done, we remove the actions from the prompt and we create them as a global thing. Meaning, you can have a set of actions like real-time booking that you can add to multiple assistants. You create it once, use it across the app. Same as info extractor, call transfer, custom actions. So you come here, you create your new calendar, depending on what we want to use, and you can use it everywhere. This will allow us to do a couple of things. Duplicate assistants, keeping the actions, because the actions are now global. And also, if you're an agency and you want to send presets of agents to your sub accounts, you're going to do that with all the actions as well included. So you're going to be able to manage that. Yes, and after you create them, you'll be able to find them here. I have these because those are not enabled. I don't have anything to add, and you cannot create from here in the V1 of this, but you click add here, you select which one you want, you should name it properly, and you add it here, and you can see it's added. Yeah, that's a part of the roadmap. Let me go click here so I don't forget. So the voice improvements, the theme that I started in the beginning. Then access to workspace level, I already shown you this. We're going to improve a bit this, meaning like you're going to be able to edit them from everywhere. HubSpot integration plus templates is going to happen in this release. Better webhook data. Okay, this can sound a bit not too much, but for those you who are familiar and built with us, you know that the webhook that we sent had a couple of limitations. So what we going to happen in this update when we're going to release it, you can pass in the body of the webhook the custom variables that you passed in the outbound call when you triggered it. We're going to send the entire dynamic webhook when you initialize it everywhere. So you're not going to need to generate a new sample, a better sample with all the actions included, or with other transcript, because right now we sent a sample webhook, which it was not reflecting what you had. And this is a bit, more of a bug fix, but we're going to send the webhook regardless of the status of the call, not only for completed, hang up on voicemail, he failed, and all the other stuff that we have on the webhook. So this is going to help you a bit more. Big update as well, a new voice provider alongside 11 Labs. We're going to add Cartesia. This should happen in, like, I don't want to overpromise you, but we're working on it. But to be realistic, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, this will be implemented. 2 weeks, we're going to surprise you, but let's be real and have 4 weeks. Agency Partners Program going to drop soon. Voicemail detection V2 plus leave a voicemail. What does voicemail detection V2 means? It's going to improve drastically due to the new infrastructure, how we detect the voicemail and how well we detect the voicemail. Because also for the ones who are with us, sometimes there are some false positives and false negatives in the status of the call the calls that have been made in the call logs. So you can have a call record with completed, but it's a voicemail. It's tagged as completed, but it has a voicemail. So those will not happen anymore. Then we have more white label customization. This is something that recently people requested. And what we're going to do is not that a big improvement, but it took us some time to do it. We're going to allow you to change how the app looks, meaning the colors of the app. So you're not going to strictly forced to use what we have on our app. So this is TBD because we're looking to implement it right now, but we're going to see if we offer more presets of what you can customize, like already chosen colors but different palettes, or you're going to be able to freely choose the colors there. Time frame for the voicemail V2, it's also 4 weeks. Not this sprint it's currently on, is the next sprint. So towards the end of the month, Slava. Again, we're doubling down how one of my colleagues says on integrations. Integration is a really important component for us, and we're going to push it forward each sprint and trying to bring new things to the table. Then we're finally getting some compliances. GDPR, SOC 2, 2 weeks, I think, maximum 3, but this month, and then we're going to charge towards HIPAA, another important one it's keep getting requested. And I'll leave it to the last, but for some, this is the most important. We're going to improve our REST APIs. We're going to have more and more complete API scheme. You're going to be able to do CRUD on agents, sub-accounts, and a few other things there that will help, especially those who among you who automate everything. And this will be a really, really nice thing. Yes, I think I covered right now everything from this round. Please, if you have new feature ideas or you really want something, write feedback on Synthflow AI, and we're going to take it from there and try to prioritize it accordingly. Yeah, now we got to the QA session. You can raise your hands and we can start. Yeah, nobody? Who wants to be the lucky first?
You
We
guys,
were all promised.
do you ever see integration with Genesis?
We don't have it on the roadmap right now, but if we talk about it and the reason for it, we can put it more on top of the list for sure. Why you need it?
The reason I ask is we have a client that is using them for their SIP and truncating and VoIP.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, actually, no. Sorry. Now I understand what you need. We're going to add and probably expose the voice provider of your choice. We have on the list as priorities, I think, RingCentral. But we can look at the one that you mentioned as well. We're going to, we need to make a priority there, but we can talk Slava for sure on that. I just need to do a bit more research in the one that you mentioned.
Okay.
Thank you. David, yes.
So on your SOC compliance, I deal with a lot of financial services, so we'll be asking for a lot of personal information. Will we be able to identify certain terms or words potentially to redact that information on the text, or how we would process that? So social securities, birthdays, account numbers, that may be very important. Will you be able to do that?
If it's part of the SOC 2 compliance, yes, we need to do that.
It's not. Well, it's how the SOC is about how the data gets all transferred, and who has access to it. So you'll be compliant, but then how the data is transferred potentially in text, then there is some information that needs to be potentially redacted. So I was just curious.
We can talk about that. I know HIPAA, for example, is the same way. We need to encrypt the entire transcript, actually, not certain words. So the entire conversation is hidden and encrypted. I'm not sure if it's the same way, the same thing that you're requesting right now, but we can discuss. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's a great question because we have a bank ready to go. They're going to be asking the security question.
So I'm asking, is certain words that needs to be encrypted and hidden, or the entire transcript?
Social security number as an example.
Hey,
So
Alex,
there's
I
two
actually
things.
I have a live example that I can share with you. We use that specific for that purpose. So I can actually give you access to the account, and you turn it on, and it omits it when even in the recording, it'll go silent during the recording during those points in time. So that's exactly what's happening. I'll show you an example.
Nice. Third parties are lovely. Yeah. No.
So just real quick, there's the security side and then there's compliance side. So what you require for SOC for security will be different on compliance. So, but thank you.
Yeah, like PII, removing PIIs. Yeah, it's like that is something we can implement. Just tell us more what the requirement that you want. So you want us to never save PII anywhere in the transcripts, in recordings?
Again, I don't want to take too much time, but there's a difference from security and compliance and in a financial service world. If that information goes to like a recording that's a non permissible person, then we want to make sure that we have the ability to control who sees that. That's all I really want to make sure that we have the control factors, whether it be PPI information or even listening for compliance language. So let's say a loan officer is not supposed to quote rate or rate lock or say that they have the best something, whatever it is. If they could trigger for a compliance flag and maybe not even reduction, but just flagging, those are levels of bank level use cases that will really provide the ecosystem some benefit. So
yeah, like we have this stuff on our timeline, but it just we haven't gotten to it yet because we haven't had requests. But it would be nice to talk more about it.
Yeah, for sure. David, please send me an email and we can organize a meeting there. As well, Slava, we're going to talk over Slack on this. We can hop on a call as well. Sorry, William. Yeah.
Hey, let me share my screen for just 1 second, and I can actually show you what this looks like on our end.
Let me stop this. Too many screens here. Stop sharing. You have access. I don't know if I gave you permission though.
Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So right here, for each number that we have, we just click this on the PCI redaction. And so by doing that, it's when this transcript comes over, it's redacting that sensitive information. When the recording also happens, it mutes that sensitive information. So I think that's what we're talking about.
No, that's nice. And I just realized that I didn't click recording on the meeting. Yay! I finally did it.
We all have great memories. And what I remember,
William,
year of Synthflow for a year.
William, are you an agency or I'm sorry?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'm an agency.
All right, could you put your email in the chat, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And real quick for the audience, I want to ask for clarification on the PCI because we actually would want to receive the personal information to maybe run credit to do the actions that is expected. But when we save the text or save the recording, that may be at a different access point, and that's where we would want to have controls of the redaction. So just for clarification, but love to chat with you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, for sure. We can talk about this. Thank you very much. very eye-opening. Thank you very much, David. Yeah, who's next? Anyone? Another question about or request? Yeah, if you
Hey,
have
Alex, do you know when the new update's going to go in?
yeah, Scott. I was expecting that, but I think, I hope today. But we have a couple of QA issues that we're pushing back, so I'm not sure. But we're going to either today, tomorrow, or sadliest the Monday. Yeah. I know it doesn't satisfy you, but sorry.
Hi, Jesper here. I'm just curious, do you have any concrete plans to add support for additional languages? It feels like you're covering the most common ones, which naturally makes sense, but there's a lot of ones that are left out. What are your thoughts?
Yes, we're going to add more languages down the way. The idea is that we released a V1 of the current languages, and we need to already focus on a V2 for the existing languages first, because there are a couple of issues with the transcribers. Different languages have different kind of words. For example, German is a bit more complicated or stuff like that. And after that, we're going to move to other languages. But could you tell me which other languages are you interested into?
Yes, absolutely. We're your neighbor, so Danish, Denmark.
Yeah, I think we have Danish already on the roadmap. Yeah, for sure.
Another question that might be related to some of the security and compliance questions. Do you have any plans to support let's say large language models on Azure? I know you use GPT-4o and stuff like that. I assume you use the OpenAI API, which is naturally not in the EU. Do you have plans to use Azure Studio for OpenAI models?
Yes, we use both of them, Azure and OpenAI. But the idea is that we are going to get certified, and because we're going to get certified, we're going to be forced to have that. Yeah, a GDPR certification. I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to use Azure as the models for your backend. Okay, great. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Thank you. Any other maybe requests as well? Other requests that you have? Feedback on your experience the last few weeks, the ones from you here that are current customers. Black Label ATA. Black Label went into a really rabbit hole for us on how to properly implement this. Sadly, we didn't actually advance that much. We more like took a step behind. We have something in mind, but William, we can talk. I think would love to involve also Jacob into this, and we can talk about it a bit more. A way of doing a white label version. Yeah. Yes, please. If you don't want to talk, you can write questions in the chat directly, and I can read them out loud. All right. So no hands up. Last call. Anybody has any question? Thank you, Jesper. All right. I think POS integration for restaurant sales catering. Any plans on receiving orders and pushing into POS systems? Does those POS system have an open API? Custom actions. Exactly, Scott. Yes, Scott took it. Was faster this time, but yeah. Pay as you go. yes and no. Pay-as-you-go, how do you want to define pay-as-you-go, Jesper, right now? Meaning from the start, you go pay-as-you-go, or once you jump into pricing tier and then you can have the model, for example, the trial part where you can pay-as-you-go?
Yeah, so just to be fair, we are definitely gonna upgrade to a bigger tier as soon as we have the support for the languages and GDPR and everything. My problem right now is on the starter plan that we have a limited amount of minutes to use for development purpose, and that's a big headache. So we only have X minutes per month, and we cannot do anything to adjust it, even though we're in the development stage. So we have no problem paying for a higher tier once we go into production, but during development, it's a problem.
Yes. No, that's true. We're going to readjust a bit the pricing tiers that we have, and I know more people are in your situation where they want to test out the product, but you hit like a wall because you run out of minutes and you don't know if you want to upgrade and so on. But we'll take into consideration, Jesper, and we're going to have this scoped in the pricing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly to what Slava asked. You have the recording URL from Twilio in the webhook. I know for sure that in US at least, there are a couple of regions that automatically don't record. California, if I'm correct, I might not, but they automatically disable the recording. Yeah. What about the possibility of lower rate other than bringing in your own LLM? Yes, as I was saying, we're going to rework a bit our pricing, and we're going to maybe add some options like that, but still in work. As Slava already told you that we're going to do a talk on this, we can take it together and talk more in depth about this. Yeah. Great. Last call. Any other question? All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. And yeah, let's. Oh, sorry. One more thing. We're going to actually do more work on those webinars, and this is not the only webinar type of webinar we're going to host in the near future. We're going to do a bit more, and also we're going to do some partnerships with our agencies, as I've shown you in the tiers. One, we're also going to do some build outs. We just hosted our first in Discord, but we're going to launch them same here with the invitation in Luma with an event and properly. So there are going to be build out sessions where we're taking a tool, I don't know, like Make or Go High Level, and we're going to build together a workflow end to end and some use cases there. So keep attention on your email. We're going to announce those there. And yeah, thank you very much. One more question from Hans. Are there already custom action for dentists or doctors? Sorry, I'm quite new here and will work with Synthflow in the near future. Custom action for dentists and doctors. Can you talk a bit about this, Hans? I'm really curious, actually. What custom actions do you need for dentists or doctors? I assume, and you correct me, you're talking about CRM integrations or?
Hi.
Hey.
What I wanted to ask is, I plan to do something for dentists or doctors, and for example, for a dentist, there should be some typical questions the assistant is asking, and for doctors, it can be a big range of questions. But my question was, is there already something going on in that custom actions region, or nothing?
So what do you expect to happen in the custom action? Sorry, I didn't understood. So
okay, so maybe I don't get the word the function custom actions right. What I expect is I'm from Austria and we use German language, and I expect something like that already there's an action which says this prompt, or let's say you need a control. The other one for do you need hygienic
booking
part, bookings, and yeah, something like that. What
Yes,
typical what are typical questions when you call a dentist?
So you can do that. So you're talking about here, let's say custom actions, maybe a bit prompt, but also actions itself. So what you need, you need a template where you ask those questions and you have a prompt there to go follow along a certain script. And then you need to take that data and push it to your dentist, doctors systems. You can already do this a bit. We don't have the template, but we can show you how to do this already. It's just a bit more technical in terms of how you implement this. But also, as William wrote here, because we're going to add more integrations, it's going to be easier for you to push the data there with a bit, not that much effort. But we're taking that in consideration, Hans. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, keep up on the webinars. Write your feedback here on Synthflow and look in the newsletter. We're going to do some releases there and new updates. And thank you very much and have a great day ahead of you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Alex.